I got.
Welcome to your NBA Central Division Showdown recap of the week. Gentlemen, Tate Boy Fresh, my boy GQ, and B Foster representing our respective NBA squads. Tate, how's it going? It's been we've been on a little extended holiday break.
Yeah, for me anyway. I want to hear the last show. Well, I hear the show before that.
No, I don't
I mean,
believe you
two
were.
straight. Oh, my
Right.
bad, man. I'm doing the pay. My bad, fellas.
No, you owe the show push-ups now.
But nah, man, everything good, man. I'm back. I'm back on regular rotation now. Like I said, I missed last week. I didn't get a link. Then I found out you was supposed to host the show talking about me. And I ain't know nothing about it. I said, man, just tell me the rotation and I won't miss. But yeah, I'm back. My bad, everybody out there, Cavs fans, not having no representation for the best team in the league. I apologize to you guys. I'm here now, and we're gonna talk. Even though we lost last night,
Man, I'm not happy with y'all for losing that game. Y'all, man,
what
y'all killed my little money.
mess up on your little parlays?
Y'all messed up. Yeah, y'all definitely. No, I actually took Cavs. I had teased the spread. I think down to 7 or something like that. I figured this light work. I went to bed early, woke up expecting to see the money, and I'm like, why ain't no money in my account? And then I realized, got out there and lost to the Pacers, man.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game last night. I was looking at football, and I was like, we gonna run through this, and we ended up losing. Just like we lost Atlanta back to back. I mean, on a home and home. Now we play the Pacers tomorrow night, but
man, I've been riding. The Cavs have been blessing my pockets this season, but that was another time they got me twice this year.
Against Atlanta,
Pacers and the Hawks. Yeah. I got them right for both Celtics games. I got them had them losing in Boston, made some money off that. Then I had them winning in Cleveland, made some money off that. But yeah, they got me bad the other night though. That Pacers, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it's no easy nights in the Central Division right now. You just spoke to it, Q and Tate. The Cavaliers 9-1 in the last 10. That won obviously the last night to the Pacers. The Pacers themselves 7-3 last 10, and also not to be forgotten, the only team that's playing tonight, the Detroit Pistons, represented by B Foster. The Pistons 8-2 the last 10. So let's start there before we talk about the game that's going on tonight. I'm gonna start with you, Foster. 8-2 the last 10. Out of the last week, what game underlines the last couple of weeks for you guys?
You talking about one specific game?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Actually, our last couple of games haven't been great showings per se. I mean, we won a close game against the Trailblazers. I think we won a close game against the Raptors as well. So we're kind of in the part of our schedule where we kind of get a little bit of a break. But I mean, overall, the league is on watch at this point. I think the buzz of Cade Cunningham has made its rounds, and he's a legitimate candidate to possibly be an all-star, which, you know, this is what we've been waiting on since we drafted him in 2020, I believe. So yeah, we kind of had a nice little string of games, nice string of winnable games. That is, one of the only teams that we've lost to in the last 10 is the Warriors. We lost to them by 3 points. But we had a very defining win. I think the defining game was against the Timberwolves, where Cade dropped. I think he dropped 40 in that game. But we were pretty much up on Minnesota the entire way through. So we're one game above 500, like you said, 8-2 in the last 10, and seemed to be doing pretty well despite Jaden Ivey having that gruesome injury to his ankle. or his leg? His ankle? Broke his fibula.
Yeah, broke his fibula. So that game against the Timberwolves, you all won almost by 15 points. It was a shootout between Cade Cunningham and Edwards, Jordan's son. Cade, like you said, he had 40 and 9. And only three assists. Only 3 turnovers, which has been one of his weak points for early in the career. And for his credit, he had 53.
Yeah, he's about the only person that scored. I think I think Randall contributed a little bit, but I think Mike Conley had 0 and he started the game. So it was pretty much the Ant Edwards show with a little sprinkle of Randall.
Sprinkle of Randall. That's the way they want to keep it.
Pause.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds crazy, but
after Diddy with the baby oil, I don't think we can sprinkle anymore.
That's definitely one.
All right, so the Pistons, now that you're one game above 500, you're sitting not comfortably, but you are in the 8th spot in the East, which is what you're 2 games ahead of the Hawks. 2 games ahead of the Hawks or the 1 game ahead of the Hawks, who are sitting at 19 and 19, and the Bulls, who I'm coming to next. 3 games.
Touchdown Rams, guys. Just updating y'all.
Oh, touchdown Rams. Okay, very good.
Good job for the Rams. The Bulls, 18 and 21. They are 5 and 5 in the last 10. Q. The Bulls lost last night to the Kings. But
no Kobe White that game.
But you did have a lot of Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine had another one.
Zach LaVine, hey, he's boosting that trade value. 6 straight games, 30 plus. Hey,
bring him
stop
here.
Playing with it. Hey, Zach, come get him. Come get Zach LaVine. Hey, he could do work for some contender heading down the playoffs. If you need a bucket, Zach is the man to go to. Think he's shooting 49% from the floor, which is 38% from 3. He's still an efficient scorer. Not the best decision maker, but he can come and get a bucket though.
Yeah, he's having one of his best seasons in his career, to be honest with you. Like you said,
his split
so far reads 50, 80, 45.
Oh, he's shooting 45 from 3?
112 for 250.
I ain't checked his stats in a while. He done shot up over these last 6 games. Last I checked, yeah, he's around 38, 39. He's at 45. Yeah, the man is still a bucket.
Yeah, they need to do something. With Zach. Either decide what they're going to. The Bulls. I think the Bulls are going to make the playoffs this year.
Unfortunately, unless they trade people, I really want to get into that. I think I said on the show before. I want one of those 3 young dudes coming out. Pause. You got to. Hey, it's dangerous out here. It's that I'm trying to stay safe and dangerous. But the 2 kids from Rucker and Cooper Flag, I think those are guys who could possibly, change the trajectory of a franchise. And I think that's what the Bulls need to be aiming for. But they don't seem in any rush to sell any assets. Yeah, I think they'll get to the play-in, win a play-in game, and lose the second one again.
I don't think the trade market for Zach is very hot, but
it's not. But you got to take what you can get. I don't think you're in a position to ask for a lot of assets back.
Well, how long you got in this contract?
2 seasons, I think.
2 after this?
Yeah, I think it's 2 more after this one.
He got 2 more, 3 more after this.
Something of that matter. I'll look it up.
Yeah. It's movable. What's he getting paid per year?
A lot, like 40 million or something.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
I think it's somewhere in 35, 40, somewhere in there.
But with the way that the TV contracts going up and the way the salary cap, that's not that much.
Yeah, that's not the highest paid player on the team anymore.
On the team?
No.
No.
We're saying on the average team.
Player. That's like the second guy, maybe your third guy.
Yeah, that's like the second or third guy on the
I see.
Contenders. Yeah.
I see what you're
on the Bulls,
saying.
yeah, he's the highest paid guy, but we're saying, on a contender, that's like the second or third highest paid guy.
So he's making 43 this year, and then it ascends. He makes 44 basically 46 and then 49 the next 2 years.
Now you questioning it.
So it's 2 more years after this.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's nearly 50. He'll be making nearly 50 in his final contract year. That's insane.
In 3 years, a dude like Austin Reeves will be making $50 million. So, I mean, that's the way it's going. I'm sure Kobe White will make $50 million a year before it's all said and done.
It is trending that way, but
that's crazy to think about.
They're getting crazy money.
I think they said SGA will be eligible for like 80 or I don't know what it was, 60. I don't know what they said it was. It was
whatever he's eligible for, they better pay him.
Right. Yeah, whatever it is.
You don't even negotiate with Shea.
Nah.
When SGA contract is up, he getting all of it.
Hey,
no Diddy.
Every penny.
Hey, I told Big G he's a year ahead of schedule. I said Shea is greater than Luka now. You
said SGA is better than Luka now?
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
He's been saying that for the past 2 seasons. I just said he was a year or 2 early. Now Shea is.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So back with the Bulls, their trade. I think we just ran down why Zach's trade market is a little colder than what it should be for somebody putting up the numbers he is. But his running mate, Bucci Man, Nikola Vucevic, he's having an all-star season on this for himself as well.
A double-double.
20 and 10 for somebody. I think he's 33, 34 years old.
Yeah.
Averaging 20 and 10 on 55, 80, 43.
Is he a defensive liability?
Yes,
definitely. Definitely. Very much so. As liable as you can be. He is not a rim stopper at all. And he can get picked on in the pick and roll. He is the guy you want to go. He is the guy you want to go at in the Bulls lineup. And Zach LaVine is still in the Bulls lineup, mind you. So that lets you know.
Speaks volumes.
Right.
So that makes Lonzo Ball's availability that much more important for the Bulls. And you said there was no Kobe this last game. He started. Lonzo Ball's first game starting in what? 3 seasons? 4 seasons?
Man, the Balls are winning. Did y'all hear that banger? Yeah, man, it's lit. 2005, we back in it. We all the same age, fellas. That's something we would have been listening to when we was wearing our big white T-shirt, going to the college parties. Hey, shout out to Jello though.
$13 million record deal. I don't know what he's gonna have else.
We're not
Ain't he from California?
Yeah, Chino.
Why does he sound like he's from New Orleans in that song?
We're not all the same age. And I don't know about all the balls, whatever you said.
They all winning. They winning.
He said
now.
The Balls are winning. He's like, oh hell.
You said the Ball family are winning.
The Ball family is up.
Okay.
I got you.
I didn't pick it up at first either.
No, I didn't even pick it up either. No Diddy. The Ball family is winning though.
Yeah. So how's Lonzo looking?
For this first start, bad. I think that's the first player the Bulls need to try to put their maximum sale on. You know what I'm saying? That anybody that calls the Bulls asking for players, Lonzo Ball is the one that they need to be trying to get rid of.
Lonzo looks like the guy 3 years ago when he was playing really good ball. The problem with Lonzo Ball is I don't think he'll ever not be on minute restriction again or be available for back-to-back. I think he scored 15 and was 5 of 8 from the 3-point line. I mean, he still provides good defense. He's still a good spot-up shooter. He's still a good floor general. It's just that you can only get 20 minutes out of him.
See, the fact that he developed a shot is going to help him because
that's going to extend his career a lot.
That athleticism, will never be the same. So I mean,
he was never a great athlete in the first place, though. So,
but he's 6. Yeah. But he is he's like 6'6" though, right? He's pretty tall.
He's 6'6". Good ball handler, good floor general still.
Yeah. That's an expiring deal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what can you all really ask for? I mean,
Well, I mean,
Probably second round pick.
he's a very good defender. So
Yeah.
a team that's looking to try to contend, that's the guy they need to be going after because
He's a very versatile defender at 6'6". I mean, Lonzo's a guy that can guard front court players. A couple years ago, when he was actually, when he was playing his best ball, there was one game where we beat the Lakers where he was guarding Anthony Davis down the stretch and holding his own. Yeah, he's a very versatile defender. He can now you get guards that are a little quick, they can give him trouble, but big guards, small wings, he does a good job of defending them.
Pistons need a point guard.
Pistons got a lot of draft picks too.
Lonzo was a good guard for that second unit. Really good guard for that second unit.
No, I'm not mad at it.
He even could have not right away, but eventually be the starter, and then them two would be formidable, both lengthy and can defend and can.
Hey, you trying to start Lonzo? You trying to blow out one of them knees, man? Slow down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
slow down.
I mean, didn't he get hurt? So he was clear for action, and then didn't he immediately injure himself early in the year? Like I can't remember.
Something else though.
It wasn't his knee, but
yeah, it was a risk.
You can't win for losing. It's like, dude, just gonna find a way to hurt something. Like,
yeah.
So
but I could definitely see him in the later stage of his career having that Sean Livingston type role for a team that's contending.
Grant Hill for with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
That type of role.
That's what type of energy he on. Yeah.
Yeah, but shout out to LeVar, one of the greatest sports dads of all time.
Yeah, is there a better dad? I don't know.
Jordan got two sons in the league.
What? Okay. Edwards and who?
Butler.
And Butler. Oh yeah. He ain't raised them though. I don't know. I don't trust him.
That is how Jordan get out.
He raised them by not raising them. He knew exactly what they needed.
Right. Gotta let them flourish.
Father energy to get them out there. That's how they became the dogs. You see what happened to the two he did raise.
Man,
they run around in Nike factory CEOs painting and doing cocaine,
doing drugs,
white women. Man. So,
Pippin's. Oh man, messing around with Pippin's wife, like
exactly. That's what happens when Mike raises you.
Shout out to my boy Q, who've never seen him before. This is how you get out. All right, so let's swing around to the top of the Central Division. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wanted to come into this episode undefeated in the last 10, but fell to those Pacers last night. Tate, tell us about it. The last 10 games, what was the final? What was the game that most stuck out to you?
Oh man, it's the best. It was the best game of the year in the NBA. The Cavs versus OKC.
That was a great one.
And they go at it again 30. That was a great game, man. And I'm real interested in seeing what that matchup looked like when Chet is back. Because
I keep forgetting OKC don't even have Chet back yet.
Right,
man, that's rough.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But I think
the whole Western Conference needs to be afraid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they for real. They're definitely the best team in the West. I was trying to think of who even I put in the Western Conference Final against them, and I couldn't come up with just one team.
Man, I don't think anybody. I think they took. Before you become that championship team, you got to get that signature loss. I think that was their signature loss last year. I don't know who in the West could give them. Man, I don't see anybody lasting past 6 games with them right now in the West.
If the Nuggets, because the Rockets, I don't.
Too young. They're not ready yet.
Yeah, they didn't even make the playoffs last year, so they don't even.
They're not ready yet. They got 2 more years of learning.
They're a semifinal team. They'll win a first round playoff series.
Yeah.
And in the Grizzlies, I feel like they're a talented team. They got Jackson, Edie, but Edie, is that who you want running the center? Yeah, it's really not a lot.
They're gonna run him off the court.
Yeah.
The Thunder gonna run. They're gonna run Zach up off the court.
Yeah, even Hartenstein run him.
Oh yeah. They got too much energy and athleticism in that front court.
And it's too soon to say it, but the Kings are on fire. They got 7 wins in a row too.
Yeah, they're gonna come back down to earth a little bit.
Ever since Doug Christie been coach.
Yeah, but they really are a talented team. They got a nice big three. They got Sabonis, they got DeRozan, they got De'Aaron Fox, they got Monk.
Man, I've been hearing lots of about De'Aaron Fox on the block.
Yeah, but right now all is well. He ain't.
Winning cure a lot, you know. But back to the Cavs play. Yeah, I mean,
right. My bad. We was talking about the West.
It wasn't it surprised me last night they lost. I thought once we beat OKC last week, we had a chance to win 3 more straight before we played them again because we played somebody we played Toronto on 1 after the OKC game. Then we had Pacers last night, and first half looked good. We were in the halftime up 13. Then the defense just collapsed in the second half, and our shooting for one of the first times this season went out the window. And they ended up winning by 13. So that was like a 26-point second half turnaround, you know. So, but we get the opportunity to play them again tomorrow night. I think for Coach Kenny Atkinson, who's been doing a great job right now, I think Coach of the Year favorite OKC coach is doing a great job too, but they were kind of expected to contend at that top tier, right? So I think you give it to the first year coach so far, 34-5. We play the Pacers tomorrow night again, so he can kind of make this like a playoff simulation. Like you go out and lose game 1, you got to come win game 2. You know what I mean? So
I kind of like these games where you see the same opponent consecutively. I do kind of like the atmosphere with it. It does give a playoff vibe.
I gotta give a shout out to the Quad Father Pay. He say nobody no best beating OKC. The one team, not the only team, one of the teams, like B Foss mentioned, Memphis and Sacktown, they get their stuff together, man. I like the talent on Minnesota's roster. I like the talent. Now, since they put this thing together in the offseason and got Julius Randle and
hated that move
and all that, they ain't been playing well together. But if they can come out and get something together, I like their talent and I like the dog they got in them to be able to compete. So we'll see about that one. But the Cavs, yeah, man, looking good. Looking forward to watching tomorrow, and I believe, Tuesday, Thursday. So we get a rest, and we go out to OKC and get to play them on their court. So I'm looking forward to that being a really good game too. And he's proving it more and more. Evan Mobley's ascending. I mean, we already knew
he's here already.
Yeah, he's here now.
He's here already.
Yeah, but before this year it was mostly defensive end. Now dude is just filling the stat sheet up, man. His drive percentage is up like 66% from what it was. He's stronger and it's gonna get stronger. Giannis said about Evan Mobley, if that dude gets stronger and keep working, he could be better than me. That's what Giannis said. So
Evan Mobley definitely the 1B on that team right now.
Oh yeah.
Definitely right up there with Mitchell.
Mitchell is playing the kind of game he needs to play, man. His scoring average is down, but he's doing more for the team. He's only averaging 23 a game, his lowest since his rookie year. But I like the ball he's been playing too.
Yeah.
And Darius Garland and Jared Allen.
Darius Garland hooping too, yeah.
Yeah, he averaging like 20 and 11 for that 10-game win streak. So yeah, I like the direction. I hate the loss yesterday, but I like the direction and the way they playing basketball.
The Cavs better get it together, man. They got so far they got 5 losses. They don't get it together soon.
They're
I mean,
struggling.
they could mess around and get 10.
They're definitely struggling.
But just like in football, man. I know y'all know how it is. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so I know how it is. You can't lose the games you should win. Now in the NBA, it's probably way more letdown games. There's way more games, but we running around early in the year talking Pittsburgh. We lost to the Colts, the Browns, and the Cowboys. You know what I mean? You can't lose the games you're supposed to win. Cleveland's supposed to beat the Pacers. I mean, they lost. They slipped. They're supposed to beat the Hawks. I feel like 3 of the losses they shouldn't have. I'll take the loss against Boston, loss against the Miami Heat. But the other ones, man, come on, man. Y'all got to come focus every night. But 82 times in the season is difficult, so I get it.
I give the Cavs a pass for their losses. I don't think they deserve to be mentioned in the same breath as the Steelers. I think, or the Steelers don't deserve to be mentioned in the same breath as them.
I get it. The Steelers was in the playoff though. That's all I can. Don't mean nothing, but that's what I can say to a Bear fan.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because at the end of the day, after round one, you on the couch with us.
Yeah,
and
but
the thing is, I could have told y'all in week one, don't get too excited.
Hey,
don't get too excited.
We sitting on the couch with y'all now. I wish we just had as high as draft capital as y'all have, but we don't.
And salary cap space.
We made the playoffs.
Y'all should probably get a quarterback for next year too.
Yeah, I still believe in Justin, but we won't take it to football.
I would bring Justin back.
I would
let
too.
Russ walk. That's what I would do.
Yeah, you're right.
You have to bring Justin back on a lower deal than Jello getting. That's how that's gonna go.
I think you give him two years, $30 million. And if
you
not,
got to if you want him to be your starter. You can't do him like that. Put him on another 1 year deal. You got to show good faith.
That's why
and give him a 2 or 3 year deal.
Sam Darnold just signed for 1 year for 10. So I'm saying give Justin 2 years for 30.
And I could definitely see Justin having a breakthrough year too. I told people before the season while they were laughing at Sam Darnold, I'm like, he has all the ability as far as arm, mobility, strength, size. He had everything. He just hadn't put it together. So I would definitely give Justin a 2 or 3 year deal, because if you all don't sign him, somebody's going to make him their short-term starter, be it Vegas or Tennessee. He'll be starting somewhere next year because there's only 2 decent quarterbacks in the draft next year. And I'm not even that big a fan of Cam Ward or Shador. But those are the only 2 quarterbacks available in the draft that got a first-round grade. Now, I do think somebody will end up sneaking into that first round. That's just the nature of the NFL. Quarterback value is always overinflated, especially right before the draft. So, but we on the wrong. We back to basketball. My bad, y'all.
Real quick, for Peyton, make us go back to the NBA real quick. Who's the third guy? Quarterback, first round.
Who would be the third guy?
Yeah.
I can see Milroe. I can see people fall in love with Milroe.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he's definitely got the size. I mean, you can ask Vince. I thought Anthony Richardson, when I saw his career in college, I thought he was a second-round pick, maybe a third-round pick. I didn't think if you saw him, you could tell he had no grasp of passing offense. Like, he didn't know how to read. He didn't know how to read a defense in college. He wasn't accurate. He didn't throw it in any anticipation. There was nothing about him that was first-round caliber besides the big arm and the athletic ability. But when you have that and you get these guys in shorts, and because teams are so desperate for a quarterback, Anthony Richardson becomes a top 5 pick. But
yeah, his combine is what sold that. You take away that workout he had, and he was
the big arm. He's 6'4", 240. He's a dual threat. But if you look at his college tape alone, I don't even think he was a second-round pick. I projected him as a second-round pick because of his athleticism and his physical.
I think your boy that went to the Patriots last year is better than him.
Drake May?
No, the other guy from Tennessee.
Oh,
Milton?
Brother.
As a college quarterback, As strictly off production from college, I understand the Anthony Richardson potential, but the thing that's scary about Anthony Richardson, he never displayed accuracy at any level. So that's why I would have stayed away from him. Like, he wasn't accurate deep. Well, he was accurate deep. He is accurate deep, but as far as the touch on he has no touch in the passing game, no accuracy, no anticipation. I couldn't believe he was a top 5 pick though. So I say Jalen Milroe can. He can easily end up in the first round. In fact, I would wager that he does end up in the first round before it's all said and over with.
He's got the ability to put up a good like Foster said.
Easy.
Yeah, he's got that ability. And
then he actually was productive last year at Alabama, so I expect he'll be in the first round.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about this game currently going on between the Pistons and the Knicks. Stay right there if you're watching live. If you're listening on audio, check out our advertising partners. Do them like you do us and show them some love. All right, fellas, there's only one game going on in the Central Division tonight. That's the New York Knicks against the Detroit Pistons. B. Foster. I think that game should be around halftime now, right?
Yeah, I think it may be just a little before half. No, I think it's officially halftime now.
What's the score?
I'm looking at 59.
Yeah, 63-59, New York.
New York? You guys are losing to New York? Come on now.
We were they caught up. We were up by like 10 before the show started, and then it just all went awry. Not completely awry.
What's Cade and crew doing so far this first half?
So I want to say we're in foul trouble. I know I saw Cade before I started focusing on the show. I know Cade had two fouls early in the first quarter, and then Jalen Duren in typical fashion, especially when he's facing a mobile, stretch five. He's in foul trouble as well. So pretty balanced scoring wise right now. But
Cade has 4 fouls right now.
Cade has 4.
Oh. He has 4.
Because they kept it. I did see they kept him out there for they kept him out there after the 2 he got early in the first. But yeah, that's crazy. But that's the Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey's out, and like I said, we need another point guard. We don't really.
There's gonna be a lot of Holland and Beasley in the second half.
Yeah. Beasley's balling. He's been cooking, but he can't create for anybody. He can barely create for himself. He can kind of. He's got a little floater that I've seen him add to his game, but you just don't have guys that can create for others once you get past Cade. So yeah,
and Cade not having a good game. Got 4 fouls and 0 points.
He ain't 0.
He got 7. He got 7 points.
Yeah, 7.
He 3 of 10 from shoot. He 3 of 10 from the floor though.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was looking at free throw. Oh, yeah, he got 7 points. Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't start him to start the second half. 4 fouls, like that's what you go into the fourth quarter with. That's crazy. I don't know. They're crazy.
Really doing a good job hanging in there with Cade being in foul trouble the way he is.
He's been playing through it. Obviously,
you're right.
They obviously how many points? How many minutes? He's played 14 minutes. So, and how many minutes are in a quarter each? Seemed like they just playing him through the foul trouble and just going. If he fouls out in the third quarter, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, if you bench him, you're effectively fouling him out anyway. So,
yeah, you want to have him later in the game, but we were up early, but I kind of tuned out once the show started, so I can't even say what was really happening throughout the game.
Well, what philosophically, put your basketball coaching hats on. What's the strategy there when your star got 4 fouls come out of halftime? Do you trust him and playing if you get the 5th you sit him, or do you sit him and start the 3rd and hope you can bring him back late in the 3rd to play the 4th?
I think you sit him to start the second half, and if it starts getting scary, you start getting spooky, then you might as well throw him out there. But it can go both ways. Either you try to get back in the game and then wait till he gets that 5th foul. But I don't know. I ain't never seen somebody go into the half with 4. That's well, I've seen a big man, maybe the big man.
Big man, yeah.
But a guard,
you got to give him the easiest defensive assignment there is on the court at this point. You can't put him on Brunson. Maybe you put him on Josh Hart.
I was gonna say because he's kind of a foul he's kind of a foul merchant, but yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Hart should be the easiest one, but he's an agitator. He's a rebounder.
Physically, he's gonna be bumping and grinding with you.
Yeah, because I think that's
Diddy.
Yeah. Because I want to say Asar Thompson is who takes who would be guard Brunson, but. Like I said, I ain't really had a chance. I don't think Hardaway would guard Brunson, so I don't know.
Can't put Cade on Brunson.
The way I look at it,
go right at him, try to get him to draw them last 2 fouls.
He definitely gonna try to do that.
The way I look at it is like this: it's the regular season, so my rotations are pretty set. So
He found how he found out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hybrid of that. I'm running with my rotations regardless. It's still, like I said, it's the regular season. We're gonna do what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna do exactly what you said, Q. I'm gonna switch my defensive matchups. I'm putting Cade somewhere where he can stay out of trouble, and you trust your best player to like not put his hand in the cookie jar, not put himself in bad situations.
Put him on OG.
OG's physical though.
He's definitely gonna foul out.
Yeah. OG is a physical player. So
I mean, you put him on Bridges. Bridges gonna go at him.
Bridges is actually probably your safest bet because he can get very complacent and shoot that goofy shoot.
If he sits in the corner and gets complacent, maybe
But
you play zone.
Can they still do that?
I mean, they can play an NBA style zone, matchup zone. There's ways you can protect the guy, but I'm not going. I mean, if I bench him, I'm doing effectively what fouling him out is anyway. I'm taking him off the floor.
Yeah, you're doing what Tibbs wants you to do.
That's exactly what Tibbs wants you to do.
Right.
Because Tibbs won every regular season win possible.
And he gonna run his starters if they not in foul trouble. He gonna run them starters into the dirt.
Right.
He might not care if they are in foul trouble.
Yeah. Just play till you can't breathe.
So Detroit going into halftime, Detroit's leading scorer was Amir Thompson with 9 points, 4 rebounds. New York Knicks, they have two guys.
Called him Amir.
Yeah, I was gonna let it.
Wrong twin.
Wrong twin. Asir Thompson. He's leading the Pacers with 9 points for 4 boards.
Jesus.
The Pistons. The New York Knicks.
Still so disrespectful.
He said it twice.
The Michigan guy. Don't call him an Indianimal. They're definitely a step up from the Indianimals. Come on now.
The Knicks have 2 guys in double figures. Carl Anthony Towns at 16 and 6, and Jalen Brunson at 17 and 5 assists. The one stat that jumped off the page to me. No, points off turnovers. The Knicks have double the amount of points off turnovers than the Pistons do. We got to get in that transition defense. Got to figure some things out.
Got to take care of the ball. I mean,
that always helps as well. But it's only a 4-point game going into the third quarter. We'll check back in before time goes out. All right. Let's swing around to the greater NBA. I think the biggest news surrounding the association right now was Jimmy Buckets. In case you ever heard, Jimmy Butler wants to get out of Miami, right? And the Godfather, he said he wants to oblige him. He wants to get him out of Miami too. I think this divorce is going to happen, and a lot of people are pointing towards Phoenix for Jimmy, but I don't know if the numbers are actually going to make. Match up.
Lord,
it all depends if Bradley Beal waivers no trade clause.
Yeah, that's what's hanging. That's what is hanging on for Phoenix. Now, for the purposes of this show, do you think Jimmy Butler could fit in the Central Division? Like, is there a team that he can help out and help him get over the hump, or is there like a
I'm sorry. Stafford just did I don't know if y'all watching. Stafford just tweaked.
That a fumble?
They might call it a forward pass.
I mean, it flew forward. My bad, y'all. But that was crazy.
I'm sorry. And you know what? I would say the Pistons, but I don't know how Foster would feel about it. Jimmy Butler will bring that veteran. I mean, the Pistons are pushing. They're trying to make the playoffs. They're a team that's on the up and up. I don't know if you want Jimmy in that locker room around those guys. He might. I don't know what type of influence he would have on Cade. I mean, Jimmy didn't. He wasn't a good influence on the young guys. Chicago. I mean, Jimmy's a wild dude. He might get in there and he might dye Cade. I almost called him Cade McNown. Cade Cunningham's pubes or something. You don't know what Jimmy will do. Yes, you might dye his pubes. He might bring a dog to that team. He could be. I could see the Pistons adding Jimmy Butler if it goes right. If he has the chemistry with them and inserted in there, they might be able to get out the first round depending on who they see in the first round. So I think you said backstage maybe the Pacers pay. I don't know how would him and Tyrese. I mean,
I think him and Tyrese would. I don't think that would mix good.
He might beat Halliburton up. That's the thing. And Halliburton is fragile, so he might end up getting hurt.
He too soft for Jimmy.
Exactly. See, that's
Jimmy out in Minnesota with Cat and Anthony Wiggins.
Exactly.
They were too soft.
He's gonna beat up Halliburton back there.
But see, I don't think I think Cade. I think Cade is cut a lot of different than a Halliburton. I think that if the buy-in was right, I think that it would be I think that he would bring something to what Detroit's got going on that could really work. I just don't know, because we are a team that's on the cusp that needs another star. But
it's a young team. Would you buy into being on a young team and be patient? That's the thing.
Because I feel like he's got something left in the tank, and I think that in a situation where Cade is the man, I think Jimmy could be a nice complementary player. I just know that he's already had to carry two teams to championships basically by himself. I think the one year that he went with Denver, Hero was hurt, and then I think the bubble year with LA, he was, I think, kind of that classic picture where he's just
tired.
Just worn out.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say something without being pause worthy, but he was he had nothing left in the tank. So the buy-in would have to be there. We know the potential to how bad it could be if he got somewhere that he didn't want to go. But I think that the Detroit would feed off of the competitiveness, the toughness. I think him and Stewart would, if they're together in lockstep on the same page, I think that would be a dynamic front. But I also could see.
Or another Malice at the Palace.
Yeah, with them going at each other, Stewart ain't got it all upstairs.
All Jimmy got to do is rile up Stewart, and they go punching fans or opposing team players. That could be a good dynamic, or he could unlock that villain in Stewart that is waiting to get out. So,
the league already hates him. They're already like, get him out of the league. He's trash, man. We love Isaiah Stewart here.
90s type player.
Yeah, big time. But yeah, so I would worry about us mortgaging our future for a guy that may not have the buy-in, because he is like 35 years old. So
he wants that ring.
Who you got to make it work to give up? You got a couple of young guys. I'll say Jay Ivey part of it.
Which I feel like it would be a weird thing. Now that he's hurt, I feel like it would feel like crazy abandonment to get rid of him now. If he was healthy right now, I would feel better in my heart doing it. But outside of that, you got Tim Hardaway that's on an expiring contract. You got Tobias Harris that's making a nice chunk of change. You can.
Jimmy not playing with Tobias. Get him out of there.
I forgot about that.
Very meme-worthy.
About that Philly thing.
The whole Philly thing, yeah.
But he would have to go. But we got Asar Thompson. You got Ron Holland. It's kind of
too early to give up on Ron, though.
I know you got young players. I'm talking about the money.
Oh yeah. As far as the money, yeah, you got only guys really getting paid right now is Tobias, Beasley, but we lost another dude that we rock with. And Hardaway is making some pretty decent change. I'm not speaking about necessarily giving up on Ron Holland, but somebody they gonna ask for somebody. So
yeah, it's got to be somebody young. Got to be somebody making.
Stewart already kind of got paid. I think he got like a 4-year 84 no 40-year 60, something like that. But I say hold on to Stewart at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
So if the playoffs started today, three teams from the division would be in the top 6. That's the Pacers, who haven't lost a game this in 2025, the Cavs, and the Bucks. So I think the conversation really should start with one of those three teams. We don't think the Pacers, their pace of play and Jimmy are a good fit. And they're a little young and they're probably a little baby. Jimmy probably come over there and beat everybody up. The Bucks is interesting, but I think the Cavs is the one that can definitely take the look at Jimmy Butler the most. They're the team that's probably going to represent the East come June, right? And if you want somebody that's playoff proven, there's nobody more playoff proven in the league than Jimmy Buckets.
Where does Jimmy fit in with the Cavs in terms of minutes? Does he come off the bench, or does he start?
You got
He starts because the position in need is a 3, but I don't know that we want to give up any of the 4 the way they've been playing. You don't mess with that. You just work around the edges. You don't try and get Jimmy Butler. You try and get like a 7th or 8th man to be a nice part of the rotation. I'm not giving up Allen, Mobley, Mitchell, or Garland. No.
No, we know Cavs aren't giving up any.
You don't want to give up nobody?
No, I'm saying not for Jimmy Butler.
Not for Jimmy Butler.
Not when you already 33-5. So
right.
I mean, and not when this is a team that's young. So I know you all start Allen and Mobley. Who starts at the 3 in Cleveland?
That's it. We 3. They alternate. Dean Wade starts sometime.
Okay.
Healthy. They might depend on matchup. Max Strus is back. Karis LeVert. So they just throw somebody, whatever the matchup is at that position, that's who they roll with.
Okay. And Isaac, I remember he was top 5 pick a few years ago. So
yeah.
He's just a guy though at this point.
Yeah, he a good defender though. But they just signed him to a 3-year $39 million contract. So so next year,
what type of role would Jimmy play offensively in a Cavaliers starting lineup, though? Because he's a guy that likes the ball. He likes the ball in his hands. He
does. I mean, I think he brings, like Pace said, he brings that playoff experience, that playoff dog. But yeah, fit might not be the best. I mean,
he's not a good spot up shooter.
Yeah, when you start Dean Wade,
you space the floor.
You got Max Strus, you got spot up. Karis LeVert can probably break people down off the dribble more and be a better facilitator.
And LeVert and Strus space the floor.
Right. Yeah.
Now, Jimmy has shot better as of the last on low volume, but he shot pretty efficially from 3. But yeah, I mean,
what's he shooting this year from behind the arc? It was brutal when I looked up earlier in the season. It's like 27% or something like that. What's he at now?
37.5, and it was
he raised it. Okay, he raised it.
And it was 41 last year.
Okay.
Shooting 2, he shot 2.5 a game last year, but 41% is.
Did he?
Yeah, that's not bad. He'd definitely get the shots with Garland and Mitchell.
But I don't know if he wants to sit in the corner though, because those are 2 ball dominant. Those are 2 guys right there that are already dominant as far as handling the rock.
And I can't remember if Jimmy's if he's a good shooter from the corner or spotting up. I mean, when he was at the Bulls, he had a lot of shots, off the dribble. He had a lot of 3-pointers off the dribble in rhythm. That was his thing. So I'm just saying, it's different shooting in rhythm when you shoot threes versus spotting up in a corner. Those are 2 different skill sets.
I think that if the volume went up, I think the percentage would drop because historically, like you said, not his game.
Yeah, agreed.
His first year, he shot 18%. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's always been. Yeah,
he's a mid-range guy, and a guy that likes to,
And is he a movement shooter? He's not a movement shooter either, right? Like he's not a guy you put off screens, right?
No, that's not been Jimmy's strength. No.
So yeah, I think that fit is actually terrible.
He can always go back to Chicago, lead them to the promised land.
I don't know if Jimmy can ever go back to Chicago. There's not going to be the Jimmy Butler night like we had the D Rose night when he retired. So
no.
that 21 is not getting that in the rafters.
there's no Joakim Noah there to fight with him in the locker room anymore. So
That's true. And somebody who's a cynic will say Jimmy Butler had a better Bulls career than Derrick Rose. Not me. Not me. I wouldn't say that. But some people have whispered that.
Really?
Some people have whispered that.
5, 6 years.
I think he went to 3 All-Star games in Chicago. I don't agree with that because the MVP alone puts Rose over Jimmy time in Chicago. No, Jimmy probably has had a better career than Rose.
Yeah. I mean, he was more healthy for longer.
2 finals, yeah. 2 finals.
but he ain't getting no statue and no
No.
Because he's not from Chicago. If D Rose wasn't from Chicago, he wouldn't have got none of that.
They not retiring his jersey nowhere.
Hey, Falls,
He would have got the jersey retired.
He Brandon Roy.
He wouldn't. Not quite Brandon Roy, but yeah, he wouldn't have got the statue.
No, not a statue. Jersey, yeah. I don't know any MVP.
Jersey?
Yeah, I don't know anybody who's been an MVP that doesn't have their jersey retired somewhere. Even Charles Barkley, I think his jersey retired in Phoenix, right?
I'm not in Philly.
That's where he most known. Oh well, I guess Philly was where.
Yeah, so I mean, you win an MVP. There's not that many MVPs in NBA history. There's not that many living MVPs. So I think a guy wins the MVP, you're gonna get that jersey retired, especially if you did your prime in that city. But statue, no, D Rose, and I'm okay with that. Statue, he's from Chicago. I'm okay with that because of the story. Yeah.
Hey, Payne.
Inglewood song.
You went to the Jimmy Butler news. I mean, I just want to ask y'all thoughts on NBA related news. This whole thing with LeBron and Drake and academic going off and putting business out there. How y'all feel about all that?
Wait, what happened? LeBron did what?
Academics been telling on people, man.
No, I'm not into it. What do academics do?
He had a little on his podcast where he sided with Drake. He say, LeBron, you only like white girls. Drake hook you up when you come to Toronto. All these NDA parties where
he said LeBron likes white girls.
And that he cheat on it because like LeBron is one of those people that they kind of celebrate, black love. He don't cheat on his wife, and you gonna go and tell on him.
That's corny.
It all started Q because LeBron was at a Drake show or not Drake. I mean Kendrick show or dancing off the Drake diss song. Drake got mad and made a diss song about LeBron called about the white Irish and kind of put it out there, LeBron business, and now academic running with it.
Listen, Drake getting too emotional with it, but I understand. Listen, I understand. Y'all gotta put yourselves in a rapper or just in your career. If you got somebody that is your op, you know what I'm saying? And you see somebody cool and kicking it with them, that's gonna make you feel some type of way. I can understand why Drake gets upset when he sees somebody, because They Not Like Us is the defining diss to Drake's career. You know what I'm saying? So even though it's a cool song and you might enjoy it, you can't dance, you can't be Drake's homie and just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now, my rebuttal to that was, what if LeBron just feeling the hook? They not like us. Like,
but that's like the biggest part of it, though. That's the biggest.
You can feel the hook. There's a difference between feeling it and turning up to it. Like I'm in Chicago, so if in Chicago neighborhoods are against each other, so if somebody was dissing my homies or my hood, I might like it in private. I'm not going to blast it in my car. I'm not going to be turning up to it. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I can enjoy it in private, but I can't be outside, nodding my head to it and enjoying it. And you just, I mean, this is a little bit more into this is life and death.
That's more extreme. That's more extreme. But I get the point.
But that's Drake's career. That the way this Kendrick Drake rivalry is gone. It's went past the point of friendly rivalry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, wait.
When Drake dissed everybody in Big Sean's song "Control" 10 years ago, that was friendly rivalry. You can enjoy that, even though he dissed a bunch of people in that. This one, I can understand why Drake is upset at LeBron. I think it's weak when you go and insinuate somebody's cheating on their wife. You know, that's against all man law, bro codes. Drake academics, y'all out of order. Y'all are out of order for that.
Terrible. That's terrible.
Can
you imagine going home? Like that's
one of the weakest things you could do as a man.
That's probably outside of doing messing with kids in any way. That's
I mean, of legal things that won't get you put in jail, of man law, man code. That's one of the weakest things you could do.
Yeah.
Let that man get caught cheating on his own.
Truth or false, like this could all be cap. But it sounds crazy.
But that's not a good look in the James household. Savannah's a woman. No matter how secure she is with LeBron and happy, and I mean, she might know he cheats, but she can't do it right in front of her face. Though you can't let her know. You know, cheat in peace, cheat on the road, like all NBA players do, like all men would do. Cheat in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the homies Lamar Thomas, Sweet Tea. Said Drake Wayne for that.
That's horrible. Putting myself in his shoes, that's crazy.
Man, academics need to come off the air, man. He too messy. Too messy.
I haven't been like super following DJ Academics.
Don't.
When he became a podcaster, I haven't really been following it like that. I know DJ Academics as a DJ, as a mixtape guy.
Really?
So the podcast DJ.
He bigger as a podcaster now than he is as a DJ.
Yes.
Is he still a DJ?
That's my thing. Does anybody put together mixtapes anymore? I was done with DJ Academics when he was commenting on the little beast in Chicago.
That's how I got hit to him off that.
Yeah, like this is, this is, people are dying out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people of these little shorties, whether they parents or they cousins or they loved ones, who have lost these. It's not a game. It's not entertaining to just report on people's deaths and people getting shot up and comparing them to a Chirac Wolverine or a Grim Reaper. It's not entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was corny that he made his name off that, death and destruction. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you from?
DJ Academics?
He's
not from Chicago. And
he's like Jamaican.
Understand the politics here.
I thought he was from New York.
I think he might be from New York, but his lineage, I think, is like in the islands or Jamaica. You can hear the accent a little bit, but he's
from somewhere out there. But New York has a lot. It's a melting pot. But it's like he had never stepped foot in Chicago. He commented on stuff. He doesn't understand where the turmoil and the animosity comes from amongst these guys, and you just fueling it. You know what I'm saying? But he's always been a messy type guy, though.
Yes, DJ. Yeah, I saw the clip where he was speaking on LeBron and all that stuff, and it seemed like it was just random. Like, what's this got to do with anything?
You're not a sports comment. You're not a sports broadcaster. Why are you talking about LeBron, man?
That's why he talking about the BS. It ain't about basketball with him.
Maybe he in Drake pocket. Maybe Drake owing. I mean, he owes Drake something.
He's got a price.
Definitely.
We know he got a price.
And Drake, they locked in.
Yeah, I think that's the at least that's what the streets say. He's Drake's mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yep. And now
so what's the score for the Knicks Pistons game right now?
I'm glad you asked. No, but it's 80-77 Pistons, and looks like Cade is just playing through the. They did not take my
one now.
Is it? Yeah, I'm streaming, so
okay.
I'm probably a little behind, but
Cade balled in his second half. 4 fouls. He stopped him from being aggressive on the offensive end.
Yeah, how much he got now?
He got 22 now.
Wow. Yeah, they knew to keep him.
He been going crazy in the third quarter.
That's what you do with dogs, Tate. You tell them, hey, look, we ain't taking you out the game, but you know what you got to do.
He might not need Jimmy. He might not need Jimmy.
Maybe not that. There's a couple other options out there, but it looks like Trajan Langdon is speeding up his his time, his what do you call that, timeline or whatever, to be a contender this year. So
the Pistons might be able to win they might be able to win a round this year.
No, whoa.
If Ivy was still playing,
they might be able to win a round this year. I don't know. We got to see where the seeds fall. Am I being is that too ambitious?
That's very ambitious. Okay. I forgot the Alaskan assassin was y'all general manager. I can't see anything good happening.
Wait, because of that you're saying?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
He's a Duke guy, so
yeah.
He is never going to have kind things to say about anybody anywhere from Duke.
Because the turnaround that we made already
doesn't matter. He's a Duke guy.
It's kind of insane, but Cade is like a top 10 player right now.
Over the last 10 games, or
I wouldn't say
season?
Top 10 yet. Not yet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, Mr. Kobe White's better than Cade.
Nobody said that. Nobody said
that. Cade
I don't think I said that, did I?
Then what you say about Kobe White and Cade?
Kobe White's a beast. I don't know if I actually said he was better.
Hey,
maybe I did.
I feel like you did. I feel like if we go back to the first show,
see how Kobe put Victor in the bucket.
Victor was late. I mean, he had already put the ball.
Don't matter.
He had already put the ball in the
All-Star game off that. Put him in the All-Star game. Put him in there.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't take Cade,
that's definitely going to be a statue.
Hey, that definitely is a statue.
Is he ever going to be that good? Come on, man.
Come on.
Don't matter. I need to see
makes a good poster. It makes a good poster. The statue is crazy.
Dunk on Wembyana. When Cade dunks on Wembyana, we come back to the table. We talk.
He done put some dudes. Who did he dunk on? Not Wemby, but Wemby was.
When y'all said,
I don't even know why he jumped.
Because he wanted to be in a Kobe White poster.
Yeah, because it was so late. Like
Victor who though? Victor who?
Wembyana.
Oh, he dunked on Wemby?
Or he dunked nasty.
Watch it. Just watch it.
You must be sleeper.
It was such a late attempt. It was
late, but it looked bad. It looked bad.
It looked bad because you see his, But yeah, it happened. It happened.
Where could we get more of the Pistons report and all the news on Cade Cunningham there, Foster?
Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube, post-game podcast on all audio aggregators, and there's also some writing pieces on ffsn.com. I think that's what the website is, ffsn.com. Yeah. Nope, that is wrong. What's the actual website?
Got to get that out there, Foster. We'll come back to that tape. Same question for you. All the Cavaliers talk can be found where?
On That's Rather Cavalier podcast. That's Rather Cavalier on Fans First Sports Network. On the audio, you can find that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio. Wherever you listen to your audio podcast, you can find it. Lately, it's just been a lot of these shows, but I'm trying to get a consistent partner to roll with me so we can get some content up now that football is over with for me. So, we'll see what's going on there. That's the basketball side of it. Just to check me out in general. Wednesday Network and Fans First Sports Network, Pump Your Brakes podcast with myself, the homie Big G, and the Triple OG Shannon White. And on Friday evenings, you can get me and the homie Pay right here, along with Big G and B Dirt doing the homies overtime. You get 2 hours of sports information, sports knowledge, and lots of laughter and lots of no ditties on Friday evening. Check it out.
That ain't because of me, but it sounded like you just threw the subtle shot to Big G.
Hey man, what did Big G say the other day though?
That he was working his wrist out?
Something like that? Your mom, Big G wasn't there that day. Mom said to him. He did say something about the remote control. You got to work your wrist out, and I put something out there with the some juice with where Bishop told what is the steel? You give your chubby palms a rest. Yeah, but Big G always saying something, man. Now you said something the other day, though, Pay. That's what it was.
I didn't say nothing. I'll repeat what Mod said. Mod said to put his whole mouth in something.
Big G,
Oh, my.
Y'all really getting wild. Hey, what does the F and FSN stand for? I'm starting to stand for freaky. Y'all too freaky on this show.
Cut the show. Cut the
Podcast
show.
got me.
Hey, we had it.
F stand for freaks.
Freaks, okay.
Freaky Sport Network is y'all really freaky.
We had
Freaky fans.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send it boss into the little chat group we got. But Pay said we was talking about the NFL going to be streaming. Pay said, yeah, they're gonna put it on the Peacock. I said, whoa.
I added another conjunction that was unnecessary. That's my bad. Q.
What's going on?
So football season's over. I don't know where Big G is at. Well,
no, football season is still going. We got to stop thinking with our bare brains. Listen, football season is actually still going. Football season
hibernation
likes to end for us early the entire decade, but it's actually still going.
So on the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel, in relation to basketball, that's where you can find all of our Chicago Bulls, Chicago White Sox, Chicago Cubs, and Chicago Bears content. If you see the scroll on the bottom, Frustrated Chicago Sports Fans channel, check us out there at YouTube. Yeah, fellas, great show. Next week, next Monday, we'll be doing this all over again for the this week to see if we can continue this winning ways for the Central Division.
Hey man, who hosts next week?
It is on our Pistons brothers next week.
Okay, then Cavs.
Then Cavs.
Got it. All
right, everybody. Have a good night. Enjoy Monday Night Football, and it looks like the Rams are about to score another touchdown.
The Vikings just fumbled the ball. They was in the red zone.
Yep. All right, man. Oh, speaking of the Rams, thoughts and prayers to everybody in California right now going through those wildfires.
Definitely.
My TV on delay. Wow, the Vikings. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
nice cut, NQ. Yeah, but thoughts and prayers for everybody in California they're dealing with these wildfires right now. Not the best situation for there. So we're hoping a speedy end to that situation. But everyone, enjoy the rest of your night.
Hey, real quick, I just ask one last question about this game right here. Is Sam Darnold showing regression right now at the end of the season?
Sam Darnold is showing who he is.
Right. That's what I mean. He been wearing a mask all season long till the last couple games.
They didn't took it off.
I mean, Sam is Sam. There's things to like about Sam, but there's things where you don't want Sam to be your quarterback for the next decade. But I mean, excellent bridge court. They gotta bring him back.
They're back on the McCarthy train.
They gotta bring him back.
Okay.
14-3. I mean, that's kind of hard to just act like it didn't happen.
He went to the Pro Bowl this year. I mean, somebody's going to pay Sam Darnold. Somebody's going to pay him.
They're ready.
I mean, the good thing for the Vikings is McCarthy is under a controlled contract the next 4 seasons. You got to kind of make that contract where either you pay Sam a lot up front where it's easy to cut him later, or it's a movable contract, or give him a 3-year deal. I wouldn't want to give Sam a 5-year deal, but
no, they could do him like Cousins. Look how quickly they got Cousins out the way.
Yeah, they could give him, 30-40 million next year, or 80 million over the next 2 years, and give him a lot of guarantees. Get Sam out the way in 2 or 3 years.
I give him the Baker deal. I'll go 300-400.
But I don't think you could just turn the franchise over to McCarthy.
No,
next year.
Well, they got Daniel Jones though.
Who?
The Vikings.
Come on, man. Daniel Jones.
we thought the same thing about Sam Darnold.
I never thought Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones were the same player coming out of college, though. Daniel Jones.
That's true.
I could see the appeal of Sam Darnold coming out of USC. I didn't see it with Daniel Jones coming out of Duke.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Yeah. All this Duke slander. I don't care for Duke, so it is what it is. But
I mean, it's not Duke slander. It's Daniel Jones slander. Daniel Jones earns his slander.
Hey, why Leonard ain't gonna do that neither? Even though he went to Notre Dame, he's a Duke quarterback.
Who?
Riley Leonard, Notre Dame quarterback now.
Oh.
It's not slander if it's true. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for listening to this latest edition from the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel. Whether you listen to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or watch it on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a drop. And all my homies from Chicago, we say 3 things: bear down, go Cubs go, and sell the team, Jerry.